just transition away from being so normal. Like I feel like being normal is almost weird. Like they said JD Vance was weird, but I feel like as far as politics go, he's a normal dude.
No, he's pretty normal.
He had one bad donut encounter, bro.
That's what I'm okay. See, I'm not going to co-sign that off these rumors that they put out. But I mean, I'm just saying he's normal in the sense that like he's married to a woman and has children with her, and now he's just like a dad trying to be like a politician. That's normal to me. Like. It's a lot of non-normal shit going on.
With Kamala, it's not. I think like normal to date Montel.
Like I think Kamala's family situation is just less normal than JD Vance, and Tim Walz is kind of the same. He's a weird dude.
What is her family situation?
She has like stepkids, and she has no kids of her own. Like her
is she married?
Yeah, she's married to a dude, and she doesn't even have his last name.
Fake Jew.
She doesn't even have his last name.
Fake Jew.
I don't know anything about that.
What's his name?
Doug Imhoff.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He's like I don't know. She doesn't have his last name, which I'm like okay. No one questions that ever. Also, and like she has no kids with him, so I'm like okay. She just adopted his kids, which I think is like I don't know. It's none of my business, but to me that's just like okay. You have no kids of your own, like, and you try to advocate like you care about parents, but you have no skin in the game. Like you have stepkids, but that ain't your kids.
Collard greens in the tub.
Like at the very least, Trump got kids.
That's
and like,
not what you
and
said.
like people don't like Trump. Obviously, like they just build him up to be this bad character. But I mean, he has kids. Obviously, has multiple baby moms with his wives or whatever. But all his kids are successful. Like I don't know. He's just not as much of a. I feel like he's more American and representative of America than Kamala Harris.
He cares about cats and dogs.
I don't know. I just look at like he's from New York. He's from America. His family's from America. He's just a rich dude from America that's made all this money and did all this business in America. And he still wants to defend the right to make money and be normal in America. I fuck with that. Like Kamala is like a daughter of immigrants, wasn't even raised in America. And like she's just not pro-American.
She went to high school in like Canada.
Yeah, she went to school in Canada.
Yeah,
that story she tells about her mom buying a house was in Canada. So I'm like, yo, like you just like I don't know, like yeah, you a successful politician.
She's Canadian.
She's American. She's born in Cali, but she was raised in Canada.
Oh, okay.
But like I don't know, all this stuff. Like yeah, she's a successful politician. Cool. She was an AG. A lot of her policies hurt a lot of people. A lot of things she did hurt a lot of people. I mean, so I'm not finna act like she's just this great person. Also, like everyone acts like, oh yeah, she went to a HBCU and all that. That's cool or whatever. But given all the things I know on her, it just doesn't make me like her enough to get behind her to support her for president.
Do you think she's a DEI candidate, dude? Do you think if she wasn't a black woman, she'd be where she is right now?
I don't think if she wasn't like, if she didn't have the black card to pull from, I don't think she would even have been chosen to be the VP.
Well, that's what Joe Biden said. He said, I'm choosing a woman of color.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I think she fit the narrative. She's a woman of color who's like had a high government position in a sense. Like she fit and she ran for president. Like she was there. Like she fit the mold. He needed to run and make based on the criteria of what he was looking for. She fit that. So, I mean, I can understand why people say, yeah, she's a DEI. Like under the knowledge I have of what DEI is, she fits that. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't really see that as an insult to me. I see why people can say that's degrading or how people can bitch and cry, but I don't know.
Well, she never won a primary.
She never won a primary.
Or even came close.
No, facts.
She fails upwards, bro. She's never been considered good.
She's failed upward every step of her life. So, yeah, she's 100% a DEI in that sense. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to diminish her. As I said, she had to be successful to open the doors. She got in, but I think she's definitely failed upward, and a lot of her success going upward could be questioned. Like how she dropped out of the presidential race and it was picked or chosen to be the vice president off of DEI criteria, and now everyone forgets all the shortcomings and stuff of her because we need to prop her up as this great presidential candidate. And personally, when you get past the identity politics and the smoke and mirrors, I just don't think she's that great of a candidate. Like, you can say all this shit you want to me about Trump being bad and whatnot, but at the end of the day, the dude was already the president and he didn't do a bad job based on my understanding of it, based on what I experienced living under Trump and what I saw statistically and data, wasn't a bad president. So I'm just like,
things were better.
yeah, literally. So when I compare the two candidates, it's really an easy choice for me. Like people are literally not voting for Trump purely off the the dislike of Trump, and that to me is why Kamala's campaign is built on being so likable, and the media has just been constantly in a effort, has had a constant effort to tear down Trump and make him look like a bad person, which has led to 2 attempts on his life, which I personally think is a problem. I saw this one dude on TV. We talked about it on Cartier Family. They were talking about like a lot of people on the right should just come out and just apologize and try to like have a truce. But my roommate was like, "No, that's pussy. Like, don't do that. Like, you folding." But I'm like, look, man, like, something got to give. This could at least give us like try to show we try to be the bigger person.